Okay, we are back here live on the Trading Post, and guess what? We are joined 2 weeks in a row by Brett and Shop and Fellow Banker. How are you guys doing today?
Man, good morning, Cedar Creek Lake. It is a beautiful, beautiful day this morning. I'm loving the weather. Last time we were here, it was a bit cool in the morning, a little too cool for my liking personally. But it's been a great week, and I think that's showing the temperatures are going to be holding about the same this next week. So I think it's going to be a good week for getting out there and shopping for some real estate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to be great fishing weather this weekend, great hunting weather. So if you want a house on the lake, throw that fishing line in the water. Or if you want a ranch house, go after those big East Texas whitetail. It's a great weekend for it.
Yeah, if you've got a lake house you're thinking about selling, you need to give us a call this weekend because we are just being continuously flooded with people looking for waterfront homes, and our waterfront inventory has continued to stay low.
Yeah, we have a backup actually on buyers right now, waiting list because they want a house, they're pre-approved, they're ready to go, but there's just not the inventory right now to sell them. There's nothing to buy really. And as soon as something does come on the market, it's gone by the time that you really even get a chance to see it or get a contract on it a lot of the time. So.
Yeah, they've been moving really quickly. So once again, if you're looking to sell, now is the time here at Cedar Creek Lake.
Yeah, so you can give Brett a call, 903-340-6301, or me Shy at 903-340-6159. And you've got a couple properties for us today, don't you, Brett?
Yeah, I want to start off over here in 7 Points. This is at 601 East Waller Road. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,000 square foot home with a 1-car garage, sitting on a little bit more than an acre, 1.2 acres over there for $279,000.
Okay, and that's going to be, if you're on 274, you turn onto Waller, like you're headed down to Arnold Hills, like you're going to the lake down there, right?
Yeah, just south of the 4-way there at 7 Points. It used to be a 7-way, but now it's 4-way.
Yeah.
So you go south of there, right in between there and Arnold Hills Road. Beautiful home in a great location for $279 today.
And this one, pre-existing home, there's lots of new builds going up in the area, but even with those, sometimes there's a waiting list on those, and even if you're top of the list, it takes a few days to get that new build built. This is one, it's here, it's ready to go, beautiful home. Put your contract on it today.
Yeah, I was just talking with a builder yesterday and talking about the one they're getting ready to find some new places to start, but they think they're probably 6 to 9 months out right now on getting these new homes out there. So as fast as new builds are going up in our area, a lot of them are already purchased.
And you're probably going to start seeing a price shift on your new builds also, because just the last few months we've seen building materials going up in price. One of our kind of gauges is 7/16 OSB. For those that don't know, it's a type of plywood there.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll see this maybe on your roof before your shingles go on, things like that.
Yeah, and I've been buying it for around the $7 to $7.50 for several years, and last week before, I was up in Dallas, and it was nearly $27 a sheet for it. So that's the cost of the material, and that is going to have to be figured into the cost of building the house, and that adds up over the course of a roof, siding, and that's not the only building material that's going up. You should still get out there and shop for that new build. If you want that new build, go for it. You still got lots of great prices on new builds. You've still got some existing inventory on some spec homes out there at fantastic prices.
Yeah, we work with most of the builders in the area, so it doesn't matter where you are around Cedar Creek Lake here, we should be able to find you a new build location.
Yeah, and our great builders around this lake area have still been able to keep the prices on their new builds very, very competitive, especially compared to you get up in some of the North Dallas, or even you start looking what they're going for out of the state of Texas right now. We have some fantastic competitive prices both in the new build and the pre-existing. And so like that one on Waller Road, that's a great buy at, what'd you say, $279?
$279 for a 2,000 square foot home there.
And it's on just a hair bit more than an acre, right?
1.2 acres is what
Yes.
we've got.
So you're not on a postage stamp. You can step out to a little bit more than a yard.
No, when I was over there last time and the owner was out mowing her yard there, it was quite the big yard you could get out and play in.
Yeah, that gives you some room to, I've met several people now. Their favorite thing is to come home and hop on the riding mower. Whether it needs mowing or not, they're going to take a few laps.
I personally agree. When I got my riding mower, compared to having to get out there and push it, with that Bermuda I got at the house, boy, it makes it a bit more enjoyable.
It does. It becomes an enjoyable chore rather than a labor of love.
Kind of hard to hold your cold drink while you're push mowing.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a good one. It's got a big yard, but not too much. You ain't got to get the tractor in there to bale it or nothing.
Okay.
Beautiful home for $279.
$279. Okay. What else you got for us today?
Next one's over in Gun Barrel City. This is going to be in the Willowwood subdivision. That's down Legendary Lane over there in Gun Barrel City. This is at 162 Fairhill Lane. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,344 square foot home on just barely over a third of an acre, 0.34 acres there,
Okay.
with a front covered deck, big yard on this one, big backyard, and a storage building as well. And for some reason I didn't write my price down this morning, but I'm pretty sure this one was going for 125 or 129 there.
Okay.
So that's a good deal on a 3-bedroom, 2-bath right in the middle of Gun Barrel City there.
Yeah, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and you said a little over 1,300 square foot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so right there in the heart of Gun Barrel City, and you're under the 150,000 price range, move-in ready, and you're set to go.
Ready to go. Yeah, this is a great location there in Gun Barrel City. Real close to the water, real close to all the shopping, the Walmarts, the hospital down the street, everything. Just right in the middle of town.
Yeah, Legendary. That's going to be between the final. That's going to be actually right at the final lot before you get to the bridge. Correct.
Right.
Okay, but left. Unless you're coming from the bridge, then you're right.
Right. Whichever way you want to look at it. Yeah, it's over there, right next to the new clinic that just went in there on the corner. Beautiful location.
Okay, yeah, just turn down Legendary, go down there to Fairhill. That's at 162 Fairhill Lane. And you said that's in Willowwood?
Willowwood subdivision there.
Good subdivision. That's a good subdivision to be in right there in Gun Barrel City.
Yeah, it's one of the ones that was put in at the same time Mantle Manors was put in. You got Mantle Manors, Harbour Lot, of Willowwood. These were all put in by Mickey Mantle and his developers back in the day. And actually Willowwood, although Mickey personally had his home on the water there in Mantle Manors.
Okay, it just sold again just last year or
again.
years before?
Yeah, but Mickey Mantle always said that he preferred the land of Willowwood because of the nice mature trees over there and everything.
Interesting. Yeah, Granddad used to go out there and have some business meetings there in their office. And Dad talks about that Mickey'd be in there and Granddad want to tell him, come on in here and meet Mickey. And he's like, I don't want to meet that guy. Dad was just a kid, didn't know much better. But yeah, Mickey used to, it wasn't just his name stamped on it. He was down here at Cedar Creek Lake, had his personal lake house, was part of the development. And so, yeah, great subdivision.
Now, real quick, sorry to interrupt. When you say Mickey Mantle, do you mean the Mickey Mantle?
The New York Yankee Mickey Mantle, yeah.
I did not know he lived down here.
Oh, yeah, people back in the 60s there, early 70s, they talk about Mickey would always be down. He'd have his jet boat that he rode out on the lake at the time. And so, yeah, I mean, boating has been a thing here at the lake since it filled up.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, the Mickey Mantle, the legendary World Series champion.
That is awesome.
Yeah, when this lake was built and developed out, it was a pretty big deal in many ways, more than other lakes, just because of what you were allowed to do on it, with being able to have usage all the way down to the actual water. So
a lot of times in Dallas, you've got a fence or a street that you have to be on the other side of between you and the lake.
Yeah. So you have actual use all the way down to the water. You can build custom boathouses out there, multiple types of retaining walls, so you don't have to worry about the lake eroding your shore frontage, and just lots of options that you don't have on other lakes.
You're allowed to boat, you're allowed to fish, you're allowed to put in a lake pump for irrigation and things like this. It is, I think, the best lake in Texas.
I think so, and it's big, about 36,000 acres out there, I think it is. And you've got big open strips. One of the great things is, especially once you get down past like Eastwood Island, you can just open it up and just if you got one of those jet boats and stuff, you can just let her rip all the way down down to the dam. You got good deep water there and just open, and you can really open it up and let it fly. You go to some other lakes and you got little sandbars here and twist around here and this way and that, which is great for fishing, but just letting her sail with a jet boat or an actual sailboat is a little bit more difficult on some other lakes. Here, you go down to the south end of the lake, some days you'll see the sailboats out there, deep-keeled sailboats out there. You're actually able to sail.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why it's not just people from Dallas that come here for retirement or secondary housing. We're known all over the country. And so just like Mickey coming from New York, we have lots of professional athletes and movie stars from California and everything that have homes here. I can't tell you where they're located at. I don't have one of them buses to point them out right now. But yeah, everybody knows our lake all over the country. And they're moving here in droves right now.
Yeah, between the lake and what it is, and then having a city on it that's Gun Barrel City, Texas, which is the most Texas name of any city you could possibly have. We get known around the world a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I even seen a post from a woman from England a while back. Gun Barrel City, Texas. That's American. That's America.
That's American. All right, you got one more property for us, don't you, Brett?
Yeah, this is going to be a little closer to where we're located right now. This is going to be at 30 Lakeside Drive, 30 Lakeside Drive over in Star Harbor subdivision here.
Okay, that's down here
In
right
Malakoff.
here in Malakoff. So, and Star Harbor, that's an actual city of its own, right?
That's an actual city. And it's got a couple of peculiarities to it that no other subdivision on the entire lake have. And I'll get to a couple of them in just a second.
Okay.
This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,280 square foot home on 0.41 acres. Sits up on a hill just across from the lake. It's got some lots across the street from it, so you've got a good water view from this home. Not a waterfront here, but has a natural gas fireplace. And the reason they have that, it is the only waterfront subdivision, city, on the entire lake that has gas to it. The old cities, Maybank, Kent, Malakoff, Trinidad, they all have gas. But it is the only city subdivision that actually touches the water that has gas to it.
Yeah, because when that city was being built, that's where a lot of your executives from the Texas Power and Light Power Plant that's over here in Trinidad, that's where they used to live, correct?
Right.
And so one of the things they insisted on was putting those gas lines in there in the street, so you can actually have a waterfront house with gas from the street. You don't have to have a propane tank in Star Harbor. And that's, and for those that don't know it, that's part of the culture down here in Malakoff and Trinidad areas. Trinidad had the Texas Power and Light power plant. It's still over there. And Malakoff, the reason why you used to have like coal miners and stuff here is Malakoff used to have a huge lignite coal mine. And the coal supplied the power plant, and the executives lived in Star Harbor.
Yeah, that actual coal mine has now turned into one of Cedar Creek Lake's premier waterfront subdivisions.
Yeah, it's a big subdivision over there, and so.
Yeah, it's a great place. This place, it's also another peculiarity here. There's only a couple of the cities and little subdivisions that have this, the ability to have a well in a waterfront subdivision. And this one has one. It's not for the drinking water for this home. They do have the city water, but they still have the well that they use for their sprinkler system. And so although they're not right on the water, using that lake water for their irrigation, you're getting the well water, which kind of flows together. It's pretty much the same water there that they're using for their grass around the house there.
Yeah, and this is also, not only can you have the natural gas at the street, and you have the well for your sprinkler system on this property, Star Harbor also has its own golf course, correct?
Yeah, it's a 9-hole golf course over here at Star Harbor.
9-hole golf course that is open to the public too. So if you live in Star Harbor, you can go golfing, or if you just want to golf, you can go there and just stop in, I think, City Hall there and just pay for a round of golf and go golfing. And then they have a fantastic boat launch over there. If you want a deep water boat launch, you're launching right down here near the dam. It gets deep quick. And it's a place where if you live there, you can launch, or if you don't live in the city, you can pay to launch. You can pay daily. You can buy a yearly pass. Great place to launch from.
And it's located really close to where a lot of the people, if you live around the lake and are into boating, you know about one of the places where people congregate down here at the south end of the lake is very close to Star Harbor where you launch there as well.
Yeah. So Star Harbor is one of those. It has about as much everything as any other location on the lake. You're an actual city. You're down here at the south end of the lake, deep water. You've got the natural gas at the street. You got the golf course. You got the deep launch public. Well, yeah, I guess it's a public paid boat launch there. You have, since it's an actual city and not just a subdivision, you have your own police. It's not just a security guard or having to call the county. Star Harbor has its own police department that patrols its own streets in there. Another great advantage of that city.
Yeah, like I said, beautiful home here. I don't know if we got the price out there yet or not, but this one, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,280 square feet for $349 today.
$349. That's a great price for being in that city.
Great price in Star Harbor, yes.
Yeah. So
And one other thing about Star Harbor, houses very rarely come up for sale.
Yeah, not very often. Yeah. So this is only a couple in there for sale right now. This is one of them.
This is one of them. And so that's you can have your choice a lot of times of you want to be on the waterfront or you can be in that waterfront city but still be off water with that great waterfront view.
Yeah, if you're looking to get into a great waterfront subdivision in the Malakoff School District, wonderful school district here locally, this is your opportunity this weekend.
Yeah, and you're, what'd you say, nearly half an acre, 0.41
acres on this one. Sitting on a hill, like I said, lovely views coming from this property.
Lovely views in there, and that's 2,280 square foot home there for $349. Wow, that's a great buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you're interested in any of these properties, or you want to get out and see these, or if you've got a property that you want to get on the market, maybe just have some questions about when to, how much could you expect to get for your home, you should give us a call there at Coble Banker in Gun Barrel City. Phone number is 903-887-7055. Or you can give me a call personally at 903-340-6301.
Or I'm shy at 903-340-6159. And how do they find our office if they just wanted to pop in for a visit, get some more information today?
We're right there in the heart of Gun Barrel City, 600 West Main. It's a long building, blue roof, right on the north side of 334 there.
Right by the First Baptist Church, right?
Right by the First Baptist of Gun Barrel City.
How close are y'all to Pizza Hut?
We're just kind of catty corner. I can't tell you how many times I've called from my office and ordered pizza and just drive right over to pick up.
I could probably throw a paper airplane over there with my order on it.
If they spun the box right, they could probably deliver it across the highway to me.
So just find Pizza Hut and then you are just catty corner from it.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Really easy.
Well, anything else y'all want to talk about, or?
No, that's about it. We gotta get back out there. Got a couple of appointments going for today, and
Y'all are gonna be back next week.
Yeah, we're gonna be here next week.
Next week, and then next week.
Right.
Next week.
Okay. next week.
Yeah. So just give us a call or any of our great agents there at Coble Banker.
Yeah, 903-887-7055.
And if y'all want any more information about this, just give us a call and we can direct y'all to them.
All right. Well, thanks for having us.
Thank y'all for being here. And we're going to hop into a commercial break and we'll be back right after this.